A group of U.S. senators has sent a letter to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau urging Canada to meet NATO's spending targets. So for more on this, let's bring in CTV's Jeremy Sharon. Jeremy, what is prompting, that is, I should say, the U.S. senators to urge Canada to increase its defense reaction?
Yeah, well, we're about 2 weeks, or 2 months rather, out from the next NATO summit in Washington, D.C. And so that's kind of what's prompted this and the reason for the timing of it. 12 U.S. senators writing a letter to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau expressing their concerns that key NATO members are not pulling their weight, including Canada. We know that there are 32 NATO members. Out of those 32, 18 in 2024 are projected to meet that 2% target, which was set a while back by NATO for all ally countries, or all member countries rather, to meet in terms of percentage of GDP spending on defense. Now, Canada, of course, is not the only country that is not meeting that target. But what we've heard from the senators in this letter is that they've chosen to write to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau specifically because they feel like Canada has not laid out a plan to get to that 2% target. Canada has updated some of its defense spending and is promising to spend more, but still by 2029 is only projected to spend about 1.7% of GDP on defense spending. So certainly the senators are concerned about that. They say they feel as though if Canada falls short, it will hurt NATO, and they have serious concerns about it. The other part of this, and there are concerns here in Canada as well about, what this would mean if Canada doesn't meet those targets, if we were to get into a situation where Donald Trump were to become the next president of the United States again. Under a Trump administration, he has talked about a two-tier NATO system, something that former Chief of the Defense Staff, General Tom Lawson, has expressed concerns about. We'll let you listen into what he had to say.
Is a growing recognition that there's a high risk the next president will be President Trump. And for any senators who see NATO as a very important alliance, these 23 quite clearly, they would like to clear away as many excuses as they can, I think, for President Trump to take some significant actions that they think would be detrimental to NATO, like pulling out entirely, or more likely declaring kind of a two-tier NATO where those who don't pay up aren't really going to be protected if attacked.
Now, Minister Bill Blair, the defense minister, was asked about this yesterday and says he feels as though Canada is doing what it can and taking the necessary steps to increase spending and spending money in the right way. Canada has promised under its new defense policy update to spend $7.9 billion in the next 5 years. But the criticism from these U.S. senators is that even that plan, which increases spending year over year by 27%, it only gets Canada to 1.7% of GDP by 2029. So there's a serious concern among these senators that within the next, or by the time we get into 2020 or 2030 rather, Canada still is not on pace to spend that 2%.
All right, CTV's Jeremy Sharon breaking this all down for us this morning. We certainly appreciate it. Jeremy, thank you.
Anytime.